What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing this great afternoon? J Red, Gogoplex, James George, Crypto Chemist, Bearish Bull. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Andrew. So, let me pull out my epic pen. So today we're going to be talking about a little bit of an update from the swing trade that we closed recently. It was a nice swing trade. We took a swing trade on Link and on ETH, and we're able to close out the last bit of it today. Once we saw kind of this little pop up, decided to take the last bit of profit and actually went long on ETH today and ADA. But we'll get into it. We'll get into why we got into the short and why we decided to hold and not just continue scalping. But without further ado, let's hit the charts. There we go. Let me see my in it. Definitely. Andrew, Aaron, Eric Smith, Daniel, Strange Magic, Otto, James, Young Cryptic, what's up? That hat? Yeah, this hat's dope. Yeah, so we had a good day in the live trade room this morning. Sorry guys, I'm looking for my my drawing tool. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Here it is, hiding. All right. And so let's zoom out a bit and we'll talk about where we got short from. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these lines. So here we are. The 23rd of August is actually when we got in the short for both Link and ETH. JJ, Steve, Crypto Kata, Clockwatcher. What's going on? What's going on? I figured out someone was disliking our videos that was in our Discord because they started commenting on them. And I don't know, maybe James deleted their comments off of the YouTube video because they were just like obnoxious. I think they got pissed and started disliking all the videos. But yeah, Jerem, what's up, bro? So when we were trading on Monday, right, the market really didn't give us much. A little bit back and forth. It was actually kind of a rough day. I think we traded about 61% in the live trade room on Monday, and it was because of a lot of the back and forth. The futures market had a lot of back and forth as well, and the chop is something, it's more of an art than a skill form. They say anybody can get rich when the market's trending. It's easy to trade, right? That's why YouTube kind of dies down when the markets are kind of, or like the YouTube trade videos kind of die down when the market's not trending, because most of these traders don't know how to trade, right? They're just following the trend, and so they're just buying and holding, and that's not trading, that's investing. But so basically what we were looking at is we had this liquidation up to the upper point here, and then throughout the session we had pretty much, let me go red. There we go. Throughout the session we had pretty much traded sideways. We got good excess to the upside, and then we put good excess into the downside. And so and this is our open, right? So we got upside and then downside right off the open, kind of tore people apart. And then that afternoon, pretty much right on the Asia Open, I'm sitting at my computer and I'm watching this right here, this lack of formation form. So I'm watching this formation right here, right? And what I'm seeing is a seller is coming in at the top of each of all of these candles, lower and lower and lower, right? But here's the Asia Open. So how strong is he, right? Because he's not having to battle any any real volume, because there's this is the after hours of the market's closed. Most markets around the world are closed during this time. So this opens up, pushes up, but it stops on a dime, right? And so I had put out a message about getting short at 33.34. I know that line was super straight, but because of this right here, right? And so when you see sellers stepping in and then they push it up, so the seller lets themselves uh, give up some space, but then traps these buyers that are trying to buy on momentum, right? Because remember, these are 30-minute bars, so all of your 7-minute, 12-minute, 15-minute, 7, 6, whatever minute bar that or chart that you keep switching to see what you want to see, that's when all those momentum traders are buying this. They get clapped right here, and we just basically trade straight down. So we got in a small position. Well, we got in a position here, and we traded down. We took profit. Overnight, it trades back up, but it comes right to our structure. We notice that it comes back down, back to our entry, rotates. We added to our position, and then we've just taken profits throughout the week. So if we see the rest of the week, we traded down, we pulled back up, and you can see the structure get built here, right? Look where this value's at. This value forms, but we put in a point of control right at the top, right? It's kind of alarming. And it comes down, and it doesn't even get any support from structure back here, just liquidates. So you had these people buying the long, people were stuck long here, people tried to jump on the long again here, got shorted out, so now they were stuck long there. And then we started to rotate, which is where we took the rest of our profits, or most of our profits, and then we took the rest today. But you see, we put in structure, put in all this value down here, pretty much spent the entire session in this low area. And then this morning, we caught a nice little pump. And we're putting in structure right here. We just saw some good excess to the downside. We have good excess to the upside. So we're just kind of in a little waiting game to see where it goes. Let's see here. Peyton just got out of your BTC long. Nice. What's up, Patrick? And so that was, the reasoning behind the E short was it was just pretty much a perfect setup. Top of this is 33.81. We got short 33.34. And I mean, that's all in the Discord. If you go in the Discord, like, that's all written down before and everything. Just a perfect setup. And the way that we're looking at stuff like this, right, is if we zoom out and we see this structure, below, right? So right in here. And you can kind of see, right, there's a lot of time spent in these areas. Well, structure pops up to look above, tries to hold, gives one little gasp of air, but is still underwater, and then, has to swim down to the bottom of the pool to get some oxygen, more buying support, and, then has since popped up. And so our key level today that we're watching on ETH, and that we've been watching all day and need to continue watching, is this 32.39, right where price is at right now. Actually, that's going to be a key level. Let me update the VWAP real quick, because it's looking kind of weird. But that level is going to be a very key level. And I had said that in the live trade room this morning, and I still think that it's going to be a level that, if we can see ETH start to build value above it, and right, let me draw that line for you guys. There we go. Some buyers coming in on ETH right there. Elon must have heard we were streaming. If we can build value above this level right here, I definitely can see us getting more upside. If we cannot stay above it, and right, you can see, look at all these candles that just like cannot get over there. And this isn't like, this is during the US session, 6:30 to 11:30, right? US session just ended at 1 o'clock, which is right now. So what could be happening with this squeeze that's kind of going on is people have been shorting ETH all day, and at the end of the market, they have to get out of their positions. And so people are going to buy it up and try to run these stops. We come right to a fail of that top though. So this actually could be a key short setup here. If we start breaking some of these lows, look for it down to return down to the VWAP and look for some buyer support back down there. You can't get buyer support up here where they've been, selling all day, this big seller. You just hold the same spot again. Now we have a poor high in the session. Well, that's going to tell us that there's a lack of buying, unless we can break it. Be different. But look, new bar. Oh, this bar just opened. Yeah. See if we can break it here. Looks like it might. Find some. Oh, we gotta go way back to find levels on. Right. Short position. So at 32.88 is the end of those single prints. Top of structure up here is at 33.30. Nice little top of structure. That'll be a level to watch as well. And then up here, 33.61. Let's see. Looks like it's breaking out a little bit. Wants it. And let's talk about something too, real quick, guys. One little gasp over here. Yeah. And so this is everyone's spot where they're like, shit, I don't know what to do. Maybe I shouldn't trade it. Maybe I should trade it. If I get in, it's gonna go down. And then you start psyching yourself out, right? And you're like, shit, and you don't know what to do. Okay. So here's exactly what you'll do on this trade, right? Put a conditional limit order right here, right? And when it comes up, if it fills it, hopefully it does, you want to see it go to 82 relatively quickly, right? And the reason being, we come back here, is because this is where that short position's at. So we want to fill this short position rather quickly because it should be a liquidation, right? This is going to be the people that shorted after us because they're not trade vets. They got short, a day later. That's where they're going to try to defend the rest of their position, right? Or that's where they're just going to take the last bit of their profits. It means they're going to have to buy it back. And by them buying it back, it's going to give us a little bit of extra steam to the upside, right? If it can break. That's how you would manage this, right? That's how you would manage this. And then if it doesn't, so let's say your conditional limits here, this thing comes up, you get filled and you start to see a little weakness right here, just take profit. Boom. Like, you know what? That's enough. All right. And if it goes like this and goes without you, well, guess what? You're profitable. And where's your stop? You can put your stop right here, 56. So 66 is your entry, 56 would be your stop. All right. If it does break this through these singles, you should get a nice liquidation, back test it, and then continue to the upside. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We had some nice trades in the trade room. So for all of you guys that are trading in the trade room that are tuned into the stream right now, great job. This week actually just finished up the calculations on percentages, and you guys were at 77%. So that's pretty good as a group that normally averages around 55 to 60 traders a day, risk managers a day. That's a pretty good percentage, to be honest with you. Like, that's really good. We're also hearing some great things from you guys. Some of you guys are really starting to see the matrix. Some of you guys are starting to be profitable traders. One of our traders is having his first profitable month since he started trading, so that's always amazing to hear. One of our traders has also took his account like 5,000% or 2,500%, something like that, some big percentage. So that's also, I love stuff like that. I love to hear that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, you know, it's a really fun time, and it's fun to trade like with everybody, and it gives everybody, I think, a little bit more congruence when you've got the people right there in the chat with you, and you know, you're like, okay, yeah, they're doing it. We're all thinking the same thing. Um, and you guys know how it is, right? If you have a thought and then someone else kind of says something, you're like, oh shit, I was thinking that exact same thing. And then it kind of, you know, kind of sticks with you. You know what I mean? Or it kind of makes you feel a little bit better. You're like, oh, I'm thinking about going long at, you know, 100,000, and everyone's like, oh yeah, yeah, me too. That's a good spot. And so, you know, it gives you the good stuff. Yeah, thanks, First to Fire. Yeah, we got a I guess a couple comments on the video. I'm just gonna show them to you guys because I thought they were so funny. Um, so and you guys can let me know. I know I got my honest people in here. Um, so this guy said, I'm not going Mathis. I don't know if he's in here. Maybe he'll dislike the video if he's in here. He's pissed I'm showing his comments. I don't even know who deleted his comments off the video, but because it definitely wasn't me. He said, I'm not going to dislike your video, but I will say stop shilling the channel so hard. Not only is it a little cringe and embarrassing listening to people beg so much, but it's okay, zero benefit to us to have people follow these methods. Here's how it works. The more people follow a strategy or use a tool, the less it works. That is a golden rule in the trading world. Wrong. When all of YouTube and Twitter are using TPO, it will give none of us an advantage. Get it? Right? The dumbest fucking comment I have ever read in my entire life. Um, because no matter, I mean, think about the size of our channel, guys. Right? We're not fucking, you know, Ezekiel Elliott. We don't have a fucking Instagram following of over 1 million people. Right? We've got like a couple thousand solid people. That's what we've got. Right? What we lack in size is we make up for in, you know, strength. Thank you, Barish. Yeah, thank you. JJ, thank you. Creating a bunch of market assassins. Exactly. What the fuck shit up? You know, so amazing comment, that guy. I don't know if he understands like about it, right? He said you don't have permission to view message history of live trade room reviews. What the fuck? Even your reviews and testimonials are behind a paywall on your Discord server. First of all, he must not have been here that long because he would know that I don't know how to fucking do that kind of stuff. So, uh, you know, um, whatever. It's just kind of funny. I was reading these comments today and I just had to share them with you guys. I know you guys like a little laugh, so, um, you know, I don't know if you can't view the history. I'm not sure. I have no idea how that works. I know somebody asked me about it a couple days ago in the Discord. Maybe it was him, and I fixed it. But I didn't know that it needed to be like changed. You know what I mean? And then this guy says 7 comments yet. I only see 5, and I posted 2 that were criticisms. Yes, we're open to all comments is actually bullshit. That the never-ending hard sell shilling in general ADD style is nah. Is that even English? What the fuck does that even say? I'm still laughing. This shit is too funny, guys. It's too funny. And then he said, lol, more deleted comments. You guys suck. Haha, unsubbing now. And look, when I go to reply, I can't see his messages because I was gonna reply to him. Because you know how I am, guys. Like, if someone likes a troll, like, you know, um, I'm not a. This guy says still don't know what TPO is or how to use Bitcoin. I love that. Gotta join the channel, bro. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I was kind of blown away, and it was just, I thought I'd share it with you. It's funny. That's the funny stuff. That's the stuff that makes this just comical. I can only imagine, like, you can't trade or speak English. Fucked. Yeah, he's probably been here for a bit. Probably doesn't understand the TPO, because that's an old video, guys. That's the video, that's the how-to video that's in the Discord. Um, and I mean, instead of hitting me up like I always say, just message me on Discord, and if I can solve your problem and I'm near my computer, then I'll solve your problem. But just a fun little start to the stream. I figured we'd get that in there. But yeah, classic, right? Maybe he'll watch the stream later, but he unsubbed, so I guess maybe he won't get the update. Then when he pops up, he'll click on it and be like, "There's no fucking way this guy, he sucks at trading." I've got some other comments like that too, but if you curse on the comments, right, that's not great. I mean, I'm gonna curse on the video, but on the comments, come on. No need to yell at me through a text message when my Discord's posted right there, and you could just call me. Crypto Hustle, what's up? Yeah, it's just like that should just had me dying. So I mean, if you're here in the chat, man, thank you for that laugh. But also, like, if you really do want to learn, and if you think I'm trying to hide something, I'm definitely not. But just message me and I can hook you up with the history so you can read the comments. I mean, if you go to where's the other thing? Oops. Trade Vets. You can look right here, testimonials, and there's testimonials on the website, bro. And they're free. I mean, the ones in the Discord are free too. I'm not, Also, the plays from this morning they're free. Like, I mean, it's just, just a thought, right? But I guess while we're on the website, might as well look at the TPO bootcamp. So we've added this daily trade plans. They're $25 a month. And then we also have 13 seats available left for the TPO bootcamp that starts Monday. Of course, all of the members that have already taken the bootcamp are more than welcome to attend. Just send me actually what I'll do is I'll post something in the Discord and then just put a thumbs up on it if you're going to come. And that way I can add all the emails and I'll just send out on the email. So if you've already taken the bootcamp, you're more than welcome to attend. This is going to be, it's going to be the same information. But it's going to be, I've had a whole month to kind of fine tune it, right? And like you guys know, you guys were the first batch to go through, and that's why I'm, more than welcome to have you guys again. And you guys will have access to the recordings and stuff like that, Oh yeah, JJ, I'm not even worried a little bit. I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to try to reach out to him to get the opportunity to help him if he needs help. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're all about as a community, is helping people. And some people have some rough edges, and you just got to get past those rough edges and give them a hug. That's what they need. So yeah, and then there's also opportunities to join the live trade room. And it says 6:30 to 8:30, but you can ask some of the members. We normally start about 5:30. But yeah, let's head back to this. And let's talk about what do we see over the weekend, right? What are we thinking here? So we're getting a pop on ETH, right? And we're getting a pop on Bitcoin. If it loads, right? So a little pop. We're seeing a little bit, we're seeing value kind of shift up a little bit, right? Let's take a look at ADA. It's been a leader lately. ADA is trading sideways. Let's take a look at BNB, because BNB had been a leader up until today. And it did make a little bit of a recovery, but let's look at this. Let's actually look at it on a let's look at it on this, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here's the top on ADA, right? It pops up. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, they'll share the red pills. Everyone's nice in here. And look how far we've popped up, right? So let's see the percentage recovery from, oops, fuck. Always click control because I'm used to NinjaTrader. The percentage is about 15%, right? Now let's go to BNB and look at that. Same idea, right? But BNB has only came back. We can even measure from the real low. BNB's only come back 6%. So that is 9%, a 9% difference in movement, right? And if we look at our crypto lines chart, where I've added just pretty much every crypto that people trade, throughout the week, if we scroll back, how far can we go back? Okay. That was the 23rd before everything fell, right? So look what's up here. Look what's leading the charge. It was AVAX, ADA, and BNB, right? That's what was leading the charge on this, on that upside that we had the past couple of weeks. And now we look now, what's leading the charge? ADA is still leader, right? Sol's on a tear. We've already been talking about Sol. Oh, the channel was ruined. I think it's all right. I mean, it's not ruined. Still works. The market cipher stuff and C137. Well, I mean, if anything, that should tell you if C137 was a big market cipher believer, and now he trades a TPO. So that's kind of a sign for it should be. But so ADA up with Sol, and look where BNB's at. It's lagging big time, and look where AVAX is at, lagging big time. So this tells you right here who's strong and who's not, and who's just riding the wave, right? And BNB, I mean, people get discounts for using the BNB and stuff. So, I mean, you would think that the recovery, especially by how it's gone, if you look at BNB, you know, it's been pretty steady, right, for a while. It's a pretty, you know, pretty solid move from July 20th till the August 25th, and it's just kind of consolidating. It's not even really falling. You would think that gain would be up, right? So this is going to be key on my watch list over the weekend. This is one I'm going to be honing in on over the weekend to see, is it going to hold value up here, right? That's one big thing that I want to watch. I think about the 3 a.m. the stuff with 3 a.m. trader. What about him? He's still around. 3 a.m. trader. Oh, tech and add the crypto lines. Yeah, so you just you have to have the paid version of this. But let's just say you're on any chart or whatever. You just click up here and click compare. Type in what you want to compare. That's obviously not a real thing right there. But I mean, you can compare anything. Let's say you want to compare Facebook, right? You can add Facebook to this list. Right, so now we see that Facebook is was up 1.79%, right? You know, so definitely oh, what he said about JC, yeah. Well, I mean, I never said anything about JC. I'm pretty much the main person, but I understand what you mean. Definitely, that was kind of that was a tough situation, I guess. But yeah. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, so we see, look at AVAX just jumped up. And where's BNB? Look, BNB's lagging behind almost everything. Actually, it is. It's in last place, BNB. So that's what I'm saying, guys. This is something big time to watch because look, AVAX is back up there. I had to press the 1 day so we could get back to the right time. ADA is up there. Sol, with Sol we've been talking about Sol, but BNB is last place. I mean, we got a lot of coins on this chart. Pretty much everything that we look at on here. As soon as I should probably add sushi, but I just haven't yet. Pretty much added like most of the things that I've traded. BTC popping. Okay, let's check it. Is there any site that you can see it on the phone? No, not that I know of. I've tried EXO charts on the phone and it is not great. It's just really hard to use on the phone. I have an iPad that I trade on a lot and it works great. I have like a little stand that goes to it. Here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Can you see it? If I turn it sideways. Hard. It's like trying to block everything out except for a person. There you go. So it's on like a little keyboard. You just like connect it to this little keyboard that's on there. And it works great. Kind of an alternate to the phone. You can get the phone data on there, or you can just use it as like Wi-Fi and stuff. Bitcoin's breaking out. Where are we going? Out. 48.810. There we go. Let's see if we're gonna run these stops. Yeah. Next level up. Structure high right here. So there's the pop of the tops. So you're gonna look to see if Bitcoin's gonna hold its impulse area, which is right here. You should see this nice liquidation. Look at ETH too. Yep. Yep. Exactly, JJ. Yeah, look at ETH. ETH is the ticket. Comes up, takes the tops. And now we want to see it get right up to this level here. We want to see some continuation on this buying. The next short setup, I think that this actually might be a decent short setup here. So you see where value area high is at, right? All the way up here. Oh, because we just didn't put any value in below. That's interesting. If this thing breaks below the POC and below this structure, I think we're going VWAP and possibly even value area low. So that could be a nice setup. But I'd have to, for me, I'd have to wait until it's down underneath the point of control, right? You see all this volume that built throughout the day here, probably pretty light volume, I imagine, throughout today's day, but here we go. I'm in the long right now, so I'm kind of trying to hit this 82 right here, but you got all this volume. If we can get underneath of that volume, start to see some long liquidations and then possibly trade down into these singles, right? Maybe to the VWAP where you see some possible responsive buying, maybe some front runners in here in these single prints. But, ultimately, if we can break through that, there's some structure here, so maybe some rotations, but that value area low would be like the ultimate target. And then up here, we can do some dissecting real quick. We pop this bad boy on 10, we can find out where the action's at. So I do this in the live trade room sometimes, and people seem to enjoy it, and I think it helps. It might be tough depending upon if you're trading and you don't have two screens, um, but even when you're just watching the charts, all right, so there's that seller right there. Even when you're just watching the charts, this is not a bad thing to do to try to figure out your levels, right? So we're seeing buying and selling at this level. So we want to see if it's going to jump up. That's going to show us that a buyer stepped up to buy it up, right? That's what we're looking for here. Nope. So no buying. So now we'd have to zoom out, right? And you want to see, where is our initial spot that we broke out from? It's here. Oops. Right here. So we need to see buyers defend this level. And if you don't, and you were taking along, that's where I would be thinking, well, that didn't work. Right? I mean, you had a pretty decent move, 68 to 77. So, I mean, if you were to have taken that breakout, if you were to have taken it from the actual entry, 65 to 77, not too bad. But you want to see buyers step in and kind of hold this level. You can see where their position is at. It's right here at 65. And remember our level down here at 33.39. Right, let's mark this in tiny lime green. 14. Definitely not going to miss that, right? Oh, so we're coming through that area. Boom, responsive buying. That's what you saw right there. So if you have those levels and fibs, why do you need EXO? So something that you're not going to get without having a TPO is this profile, right? See this profile shape? And so without knowing where the positions are at because of the profile, right? So you would know that there's a long position here now, but there was a short position, which is what caused the liquidation. And then you can see the distribution as far as how this profile shape forms. But I mean, if you can, kind of, if you feel like you don't need it, then don't use it. You know what I mean? That's how, if you've got a tool and it works for you, dig your hole, man. That's the best way to go. But I'm having a hard time understanding. H, what are you having a hard time understanding, man? How does the current price of any instrument only move when people mark it into the price? I'm asking this because the bids and asks are resting limit orders. Then is it people marketing in? Yeah, so the way that it works, right? Every order is a market order, right? Just matters on which side is at the market order. Someone executes as a market order, someone executes as a limit order, right? But every order is a market order. So let me get some space here, this darkness. This is how it works. So you have buyers down here, you have sellers up here, and it's actually more like this. Let me even make it a little bit better. So this is your seller, this is your buyer. This buyer is looking to buy something for $1. The seller is selling something for $1.15. If this seller wants to get into the market, he has to execute a market order and he has to sell what he wanted to sell for $1.15 for $1. And the same thing for these buyers. If he wants to be in the market right now, he has to buy it at $1.15, and that's at market, right? So that becomes the seller selling a limit. And so what that looks like, let's say if the buyer was the one to make the transaction, what that would look like is it would give us a +1 delta. right? Now let's say another buyer comes up and he's bidding $1. And this seller's still selling here. He's still selling for 115, but he's got, let's say he has 1,000 apples that he wants to sell. And we'll just go back to the apples because that's just the easiest way to understand. So this guy wants to buy an apple for $1.15. Well, he comes up and he's bidding $1, sees a guy selling for $1.15, he buys it again. Right? Now this is a +2. And people keep moving up, keep moving up, keep moving up to buy apples. And this guy's slowly getting decreased on his supply, but he's selling them passively. And what can happen is these buyers run out at 100 or at $1. And so we're back to our chart. And now these buyers are bidding 90 cents and this seller moves his bid down, or his offer down to $1, and they move up, they buy it, we keep getting more positive delta. But price is going down on positive delta because of how much supply there is in the market. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. What's up, All Stars? Yeah, go. It does matter who teaches, right? Because some people have a hard time learning from certain people and things like that. Is BTC going hard? There's BNB. BNB is starting to get on the rally a bit. Looks like everything's getting ready to go. Very nice. Awesome, H. Are you in the Discord? I don't think I've seen you in the chat at all before. Right, supply meaning sellers. Right, exactly. So if there's a lot of supply in the market, well, they're going to drive price down. People are going to stop buying it. Right? But if there's no supply in the market, there's nobody selling, well, then buyers have to move up in order to buy stuff. Is everyone trying to short it? Oh, I think so. I hope not. Especially not if Bitcoin's rallying. Did Bitcoin start pulling off? No. Yeah, I hope people are not shorting then. Guys, if we have single prints right below and we haven't put in any value, don't short. Don't short, right? That's how I try to tell people. So you see there's a structure here, liquidation, short position gets closed out, buyers step back in, they take this thing up, right? I took a long ETH trade. If you're just getting short here just to get short and it works, congratulations. But you're getting short and it stops right here and starts to come back up and kind of gives you these rotations, well, you're gonna have to sit through that, right? If you're gonna short the top. I don't know. I'm not a big person that shorts while something's moving up. I like to see some value get put in first, and then if I see us getting ready to break some lows, yeah, then I'll try to get short. I know that I have to capture these single prints or else I need to get out of the way, right? And so, target would be the bottom of value. But yeah, don't short this. Hey, what's up, Martin? You nailed it big today, Brad. Oh, you're talking about for the trade plan? Yeah, the trade plan worked out really good. What determines the market price? Okay, so the market price is determined by value, right? There are some singles from previous sessions on the left. These, yeah, they must be. Well, no, these single prints are from right here on the way up. Oh, appreciate it, Martin. Yeah, those are nice. Worked out good. Yeah, so today, posted it, and we might just do it every Friday, maybe. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of what we're looking at when we're in the live trade room. So we go through the plan on the morning. I give like a little bit of a narrative, some entries and stuff like that. They pretty much all hit today. That doesn't happen every day, obviously. You can't be 100% trader. That's just unrealistic. You like to trade ETH? Yeah, me too. I like ETH. But yeah, so that's kind of what we do in the live trade room. And if you guys are interested in the live trade room or wanting to join it, just jump to the website at thetradevets.com and check it out. What I recommend, yes. So let's say you have your orders here, right? And someone's selling 100 apples right here. And this buyer comes up and buys 100 apples, right? They buy all 100. Boom, so these apples go away. So there's someone at the price level above this guy, and this guy's still buying. He wants to buy 10,000 apples. This guy right here, who's selling, right? And let's say this price here is $1.01, and this is $1.02 for price at, and this is $1.03. Okay, so this guy, he's selling some apples as well, but does he want to come down to sell them for $1.02? Right, because all of these orders are gone. So someone has to come in to fill this empty spot, this gap. And so if this guy, he's trying to buy 10,000 apples, he's just buying them all up. And so when you're looking, and this is, a perfect example would be a stop run. You're looking at a stop run. There's a buyer or a seller, I mean, on these levels, right? And this guy is selling 100. This guy's selling 100. This guy's selling 100. This guy's selling 100, right? And there's a buyer that steps up and he buys all of them, right? He wants to buy 10,000. He buys all of them, right? And that's why you see, boom, stop runs. He's buying them all. So all these sellers, they're in the market now. That's why we look down to our impulse area from where he decided to buy, if he's going to buy again at that same level. Because what happens with something like this, you see the candlestick go like this and comes back down, right? And so that's what you're seeing when you're looking at the market structure with something like this. Does that make sense? I'm trying to break it down the best way that I can explain it. And then so by price coming back down to that level where he was originally buying, because you'll see what happens is sellers get scared, right? So boom, he buys all of these, and all these sellers that were up here, they're like, oh shit, they pull their bid, right? Or they pull their offer. So they start moving their offer up here, and he's like, no, I'm not buying that. So he moves his bid back to the same spot, waits for these sellers to move back down, and then starts buying them up. That way he's not, because if you buy a huge order, it's going to be, it's going to be tough, right? When in reality, tough on your account, because you're buying at all these different levels. If you're a size trader, right? Like if you're, and I've explained it like this also. Imagine that you work for a trading firm and your boss comes to you and he says, hey, I need to fill $1 million worth of Bitcoin today, right? Because they pretty much bought the book. Exactly. And so if you have to fill $1 million worth of Bitcoin, well, your boss isn't asking you to just go buy $1 million of Bitcoin at market. He said he wants $1 million of Bitcoin, but if you go back to him and you tell him, yeah, I just bought it up, and you just bought the book all the way up, you just fucking, you smack the ask all day, and your average is going to be caca, right? And so that's why we look for structure, because you can tell what institutional money is doing, right? Buyers, value area low. Buyers, value area low. This time they don't let it get back. Look at a buy-in area. Never got back past that low structure. Buyers. Comes back down. Still can't break it. Buyers. What are they doing up here? Selling. Right? So your boss doesn't want you to kind of fill this huge position at a small, like, or a huge area. He wants you to fill it in a small zone. Right? And so that's what they're doing, and that's how you've got to pay attention to those kind of things. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And so if we go get our drawings back, yeah, exactly. They need the price to go up so they can sell. Exactly. And the way that they do that is, kind of force them, kind of drag them along. So like that's exactly what excess is. So if we look at excess on our downside right here, which we have right here on this open, and you can see in the past, the trend is down, right? Past couple of days, we're in a downtrend. So they distribute their supply through the day in the new value area. Yeah, so they build this position here. They build this position here, right? They mark up the price, right? And start selling. And as they start selling, that's how distribution is formed. That's how that structure is formed, balance. And so with that, that's what you're looking for, because that's going to be your next spot to find an entry. But if you're buying in on the way up, this thing could come back down right away. So you're just momentum playing. So as soon as it stops going up, you've got to close it. And that's a big thing that a lot of momentum traders, they don't really kind of jump on board with, is, let's just say they see these two green candles right in a row, no backfill on this one. They decide to get long on this candle, it goes up, and then it starts coming down. Well, they're just holding on for dear life, hoping that it's going to come back up, right? In this case, it did, but it could easily come back down, back into this structure as well. So when you're momentum trading, you've got to be in for the ride, and then when the ride is over, you got to get off, right? You don't have the fucking fast pass and shit. Like, you're done. You got to go to the back of the line, wait in line again. But so what I was talking about with this excess, you see that we're in a downtrend for the week. This is an advertisement of lower price, right? That's what this is. They're advertising price lower. And you can see the same thing over here. They advertise price lower. And sellers said, no, thank you. And so they said, I'll sell it up here though. And so what the market does is, the market maker's job is to find these buyers and sellers, and let's see who's closer or who we can get to follow. So they start to build it up. That builds up the stops. That's free liquidity for them, right? Because it doesn't matter which way it goes for them. So there's the free liquidity for them. Then they'll run the stops of everybody, right? Take the liquidity. Well, now they've got the size, right? Now they got the size. They can do whatever they want. So they'll bid it up into this, into the seller. And if this seller is serious, then price will push back down into value. If this seller is not a size seller, and people are just selling because it's value area low, responsive selling by a short-term trader, then price will just continue back up into structure. But if you advertise something for this low price, right, the market maker's like, hey, come on, sell it. Let's see if we can keep going lower. And the seller's like, shit, I'm trying to get rid of all these apples. Farmers market's about to close in a couple of minutes, and they keep coming down. Well, then price is going to continue down because sellers are moving down. But when we're coming down here, like on this low and getting this excess, that's telling us that there's no supply down here. And that's why it came back up into structure, because there's no supply. So nobody's selling down here, so they have to move price up to find a seller, right? And they do. They find them up here at value area high. They sell it down to value area low, trades back to the POC, back to the value area high. Then they advertise it low again. Can't even get to the previous low that they advertised. Sellers again say, no, 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 no. I'm not selling it for that cheap. And then boom, we pop back up. And where do we go to? The value area high, right? I know it's a new session, but that's the value area high, right? We pop that value area high. It's it's nonstop. Go back through your charts and look for, exactly what I talked about every single day, and you'll see it. Because, that's the way it is. Well, Walter Cronkite. It's just, that's how the market works. That's auction market theory at its finest right there. So the institutions bid the price up and have buyers chase the price, so that way they can market into sell orders at higher level. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're enticing them, right? So they build this position, right? And they mark the price up. If buyers step up to keep going up, then they'll keep marking the price up, right? But if no buyers step up here, and they know there's buyers down here, well, then that's where they're going to go to find more buyers, right? Come back down here, hang out for a little bit, see if they can entice some buyers. If the buyers step in, then we'll trade it up again. If they can't, then we've got to look lower to find buyers. Well, we know there's some in this section right here, right? Because this is a long position, and it's marked on our chart automatically by a purple box. Value, balance, excess, imbalance, exactly, and rinse and repeat. You've been watching some of the older vids. That was a great analogy. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, guys. But yeah, so just to kind of end, I gotta go pick up my kids from school soon. But great week, great job, everybody trading. Here's my video. Yeah, smack that like button for me if you don't mind. Share us with some of your friends, or if you have people that have been struggling trading and are wanting to learn how to trade for an income, this is the place to be, right? I'm not in here promising you that you're going to make millions. But, my goal is to get everybody to that point where they're, doing well for themselves and able to get that time to value. That's that whole key here is time to value. He's at 32.74. But yeah, if we're running out of seats on the boot camp. I think it said we had 13 left or something like that. If you're new in here and you are kind of afraid to sign up, this is going to be the last boot camp for a while. You will be able to you're still able to join the live trade room even if you haven't been through the boot camp. Only thing is I recommend going through the boot camp before you go in the live trade room, because like I said, the live trade room is not really we do some education stuff in there. We learn and we talk and stuff, but it's more for trading. And so if you're not up to on the basically like the terms or whatever it is, then it might be difficult for you to kind of hang in, right? And I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I appreciate it, Barish. Yeah, you're their blue pill trader friends in here still. Yeah, I've got a couple. I got a couple of my friends that are going to be in there. I think my uncles are probably going to jump in as well, a couple of them. It'll be cool. And then all of you guys, of course. But yeah, and then we also do the yeah, it's not a signal channel. Yeah. No, we try to come up with a trade plan, and then everyone has to, you know, execute their trades themselves. The next bootcamp is Monday, but the after that, I'm not sure. The bootcamp is ideal for TPO beginners. Yes, Martin. Yeah. Um, I'm not sure when the next one will be, but not till October. Yeah, it just has to. It just depends on the schedule because I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. I still have this kind of handout, or like a, it's like a kind of like a little booklet, basically that takes you through the TPO bootcamp. That way, you know, it's like a quick reference guide. That way you can, you know, download it on a PDF, and if you want to find something that's in the live videos, you can at least find out what video it's in, and then maybe around the time that it's in based off of the order that everything's in, and then also just a quick reference for a lot of terms and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it will be beneficial. You didn't get the notification? I posted it in the Discord, tagged you know, at everybody. Somebody told me that I do at everybody more than any other Discord that they've ever been in. I said, thank you. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So when people say stuff to you that you don't know how to take it, just smile and say thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it looks like we got some we're getting a lot of new members in the Trade Vets Discord. So make sure if you guys are seeing some new faces, some new names, right? You know, point them in the right direction. Ask them, you know, what they need help with, you know, things like that. Oh yeah, Martin. Yeah. Yeah, we dive in deep, and we run through plays and stuff like that too. So, um I mean, it's yeah, it's I'm probably biased, I guess, but I mean, I think even me, like, uh, and this is something that I recommend for everyone as they grow. You never, you can never, uh, you can never get enough, right? So even me teaching it, basically, what I'm doing is like reaffirming like my foundation, which is the TPO, which is the foundation for all of the trading that I do, stocks, options, futures, crypto, all of that stuff. I use the TPO, and by teaching it, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right, and I'm just like, you know, it's just kind of driving it in my brain, you know, so it's it's just beneficial, I guess, you know. And then yeah, it just tag at, be like, hey, at everybody, anyone want to give me um information about the boot camp, and then see if anyone responds, and you guys can DM, or you can just chat in the Discord, like it doesn't matter to me. So um but yeah, I appreciate all you guys, appreciate everyone coming to watch the stream. And um we'll be doing a stream tomorrow and Sunday, um because I want to give everybody that chance to sign up for that boot camp, um because I don't know when the next one's going to be, to be honest with you. Might be after Christmas. Maybe we'll try to do one next month, but I'm going on vacation next month, so um I don't know if I'll have time in the afternoons to do it. Martin, you're going to sign up? Nice, man. Yeah, you'll like it. It'll be cool. Especially if you already have a basic understanding of the TPO, we'll really start to dig deep. Welcome to the gang. Um, but yeah, you know, you guys, we'll see you guys if you guys hop out on the weekends, if you guys are free. Maybe we'll hit some trades up, see what we can find out going on the charts, and yeah, you guys have a good weekend. Make sure you're managing risk and sticking to your trade plan, and I will catch you guys in the Discord. You guys have a good night.